Good afternoon, dear children. Welcome back to online classes. So, in your previous class, we are discussing the lesson magnetic effects of electric current. So, just we will have a revise of all the concepts, whatever you learn in your previous classes once now. In this chapter, you learn the meaning of magnetic field and field lines. So, the region around a magnet where the force of attraction or repulsion can be detected, and you have also learned the properties related to the magnetic field lines. So that means it is having two poles, one is the northern, another one is south pole. The magnetic field lines emerge at the north pole and merge at the south pole. So the field lines are closer at the poles and they do not intersect each other. And the magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor and right hand thumb rule. So it's very important that whatever you learn, it is if a current carrying conductor is held in the right hand such that the thumb points in the direction of current, then the fingers wrapped around the conductor shows the direction of magnetic field. And the magnetic field due to a current through a circular loop and solenoid, and the concept related to the electromagnet, then the force on a conductor carrying current in a magnetic field. So the very important whatever you learn, it is Fleming's left hand rule and the concept of electromagnetic induction. So the experiment behind that, that means the change in magnetic field produces induced current. Based on this, you also learn Fleming's right hand rule. And one more very important concept you learn, it is the AC generator, its working principle. So based on that, in this class you need to learn the very important concept, it is the direct current and alternating current. So the first concept, it is the direct current. I told you previously that if a current always flows in one direction, such a type of current it is called as direct current. So this is what already I explained in previous class, that we are discussing AC generator. In that situation I explained how AC current can be converted into DC current just by changing the by the addition of commutator in the AC generator. So DC current, in the sense the current flows in a single direction or in one direction, it does not changes its flow of direction. Such a type of current it is called as direct current, or it is shortly called as DC current. And so the source of DC current, it is a battery. So keep in mind, what is the source of direct current means it is a battery. And next very important, it is the alternating current. So previous only I told you that the current reverses regularly in the completion of every off of your cycle. For example, you are able to see in this graph, say this is the direction of current and this is the direction of time as I mentioned here. So what's happening here, if you look over this graph, so the flow of current changes its direction periodically. That means after the completion of off of each cycle, the current changes its direction periodically. Such a current it is called as alternating current. And very important, it is most power stations in our country produces alternating current, and for every 1/100th of a second it changes its direction and its frequency is 50 hertz. So what is the frequency of AC current which is used in our country? In the sense, it is 50 hertz. So this is very important. And so this is the graph of direct current or DC current. So this is the direction of current and this is the direction of time. So now we will get one straight line graph, because there is no change of the current will takes place in case of DC current. So if you plot a graph for DC current, we will get a straight line like this. So this is one of the second difference between alternating current and direct current. So keep in mind, write the differences between direct and alternating current in the sense. So the first point, it is under AC current, for every off of the cycle or the completion of each off of the cycle, the current keeps reversing its direction. This is called an alternating current, and you can write this graph also. This is the second difference you can write. And the direct current, the current flows in a single direction, that means unidirection. It does not changes its direction during its flow. And the second point it is, you can write this graph. So, and very important concept it is, the advantage of AC over DC is very important, keep in mind. So DC is that means AC is more advantageous than DC. Why? It is very simple. So AC can be transmitted over long distances without much loss of energy. So because of this reason only, most of the time we prefer AC current when compared to the DC current. So the reason is very simple. AC current can be transmitted over a long distances without much loss of the energy. So this is what the main difference between AC current and DC current. So try to keep all these concepts, because these concepts are very important and may help you in your upcoming classes. And the next important concept it is the domestic electric circuit. So as we know that all our homes are built by supplying the electricity, and this electricity is supplied. So this is with the help of what? An electric circuit called as domestic electric circuit. Domestic in the sense for regular purposes. So whatever the current we are getting in our home regularly, this is with the help of whatever domestic electric circuit. So this is the electric system in which all the electrical devices are equipped. So let me see one by one what's going in this one. So this is the schematic diagram of domestic electric circuit. So as we know that electric power to homes, that means to every home, is supplied through the mains. So keep in mind, this is familiar to everyone, of course. Electric power to homes is supplied with the help of the mains. So this is having two wires. So as you are seeing, this is wire 1 and this is the wire, another wire 2. So one is a live wire. This is called as live wire. It is always having the red insulation. So red insulation is nothing but live wire. So keep in mind, two wires. One is called as live wire or positive wire with red insulation, and the other is the neutral wire. So this black color wire is called as neutral wire or negative wire. So this is insulated with the black color, and the potential difference between these two wires is always 220 volts. So in our India it is 220 volt. The potential difference between the two wires is always 220 volt for domestic electric supply. And one more wire is there. So as you are seeing here, this is the wire with a green insulation, is connected to the metal body and kept in the ground just to avoid the electrical shocking. So keep in mind. So as we know that electric power to homes is supplied through the mains. It is having two wires. One, it is the live wire, or it is also called as positive wire with red insulation. Another wire, it is called as neutral wire. It is having a black insulation, and the potential difference between these two wires is always 220 volt. One more important wire, it is in green color, so which is connected to the metal plate and kept in the ground. So here we can see, here two separate circuits are used. One is a 15 ampere and another one is a 5 ampere. So here you can see two circuits. One is of 15 ampere and another one it is of 5 ampere. So 15 ampere is kept for the appliances which are having high power ratings, for example geysers, air conditioners. So they are all consuming more quantity of energy. Because of that reason only, if the electrical device is consuming more energy, they are attached to the 15 ampere circuit. And the other electrical devices such as fans, bulbs, these are the devices which consumes very less quantity of electrical energy, hence they are connected to the one more circuit, so it may be 5 amperes. And the different appliances are connected in parallel, so keep in mind always parallel circuit in the sense, so like this we can connect. Say for example, if it is a bulb or it is a TV or it is a fan, so separate electrical energy can be transmitted with the help of the parallel combination. So why the parallel combination is necessary means, see if every appliances gets equal voltage and even if one is switched off, others are not affected. For example, if we switch off the, say take it example, it is the TV, if switch off the TV, no, there is no effect on the fan and no effect on the bulbs. So because of this reason only, domestic electrical circuits we prefer parallel circuits only. So in case series connection, so series connection is um, connected like this. If it is a bulb, if it is a TV, if it is a fan, if one of the appliances is gets switched off, there is no further flowing of the current, hence we cannot uh, apply the series circuit here. Because of this reason only, for our domestic purposes we prefer parallel circuits. Of course series connection can be preferred in decorative electrical systems. And so this parallel combination is preferred in domestic electrical circuits. And the appliances having metallic body like electric iron, refrigerators, so their metallic body is connected to the earth wire. So why all the metallic bodies are connected to the earth wire means, if there is any leakage of the current occurs, it passes to the earth and prevents electrical shocks. So keep in mind all the metallic electrical devices, the wires of that are connected to the ground wire. This is just because if there is any leakage of the current takes place, the current passes through the earth wire and it prevents the electrical shocking. Because of this reason only, all the metallic electrical devices are connected to the earth wire. So this is about the domestic electric circuit. uh, and try to observe the video and understand the concept once again. Even after reading and observing the video, if you got any doubts, just make me a call or send your doubts through the WhatsApp. And whatever the notes and homework, I'll send through the WhatsApp. Finish that regularly and send me through the WhatsApp. Take care. Have a nice day.